Are TikTok's hottest restaurants actually worth it? Today we'll be ranking the most viral spots in New York from a 1 to 10 to let you know if they live up to the hype or are just overrated. Starting with Bel-Fries, who have taken the internet by storm with their indulgent creations. I'm joined by New York City YouTuber Action Kid. We're gonna start with Ariel Eats.
If you love animal fries out on the West Coast, don't wait. It's made its way to New York City, and
Animal
you're not gonna want to
fries.
miss out on this.
I've had these before at In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, that's where they got the idea, actually. Wow.
Oh, they put like cheese and some other sauce on it.
We'll do one small of the double truffle. Thank you. You know, a real theme for today's video is gonna be how messy everything is. I'll give Bel-Fries credit though. They have these little cubbies here. Like this is your table. We got two things to try out here. First, the double truffle, which has truffle oil, truffle mayo, and Parmesan on top. And you got the animal style.
Yeah, this has got some cheese, some pink sauce, and grilled onions.
We're gonna rank each of the spots from a 1 to a 10. We're gonna factor in the value for the money. And also I think something important is to factor in like how well it photographs and how well it videos, because that's what people are paying for too.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, to me it's like passing the visual check, and we went in right as they opened, and the guy working there, super friendly, give him a raise.
I mean, the smell is just so aromatic already. Like, you could smell it from like a block away.
All right, let's rock. That first bite, I think for me there's two things to look at. It's how good is the fry and how good is the sauce. In this case, we've got both going on. What about yours?
I mean, this fry hits differently. Just something about it, like it packs a punch. And those onions, man, they like bring out so much flavor, and then you got that cheese in there. I'm digging this.
So you think these are better than In-N-Out's?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Far superb.
You are gonna start a West Coast, East Coast war with that statement. Apparently the owner got the idea from In-N-Out, so they're paying tribute to it. It's not exactly the same. They're nice and crispy on the outside, soft texture on the inside, and just the combination of the truffle sauce and the oil, it's working. It's such a good flavor.
Look at this thing now. It's just soaking in all those like sauces and onions and everything.
You know, looking at the value here, it's about $12, $13 for a small.
I mean, for truffle's an expensive ingredient. That's a good value for it.
Oh yeah. They're very particular to say that they are not French fries, they are Bel-Fries, short for Belgian fries. I did a little homework on the topic. Apparently the story goes that American servicemen from World War I brought this over from southern Belgium, but they called it French fries because that's the language the Belgians were speaking. So they weren't properly credited, and they're trying to bring that back.
I didn't know that. I thought they were always French fries.
These are some of the best fries I've ever had in New York.
These are fantastic. The onions really like pack that much more oomph into this.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Let's trade. This sauce combination with the onions and the cheese would go equally well on a burger or on a sandwich too, which you can do with the In-N-Out burgers.
And I like this truffle oil. It packs a punch.
If I was drunk, I think I would go for this. I think the animal fries would be perfect because this is gonna like prevent any hangover the next day.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely gonna help. Fun fact, they call them animal style at In-N-Out because in the 1960s, there were so many rabid, hungry customers outside that they used to call them animals.
A secret menu item too.
No secret here though, it's on the menu here.
Yeah.
If something goes viral on TikTok, I think the commonality is it looks extreme, or videos or photographs well, but you don't always know about the taste.
Yeah.
And in this case, it passes on both fronts. We've tried both. We are ready for the ranking on a 1 to a 10. I'm going with an 8.1. These are really good. Honestly, some of the best fries I've ever had in New York. I was expecting the sauce to be good, but the fries themselves are really what sold me on this, and that's why I'm giving them such a high score.
I didn't think I'd be so into French fries because I don't normally eat this, but it's getting a 9.0 for me. Like, I think these are the best French fries I ever had, and like all the ingredients they put on here, they just like complement each other so well. Good value for the money too, considering it's truffle.
Yeah.
You know, the classic fries you can get for like $7, so if you want that, you got that.
You know, French fries are typically thought of as a side dish, but they're turning it into a main course. This is a new breed of takeout pasta spot that has gone viral. In this case, it's gnocchi for $10, gnocchi on 9th. This is by Traveling Girl.
Would you pay $10 for gnocchi? This new spot in the East
looks
Village
pretty
has a
good.
simple menu that
Simple,
only
yeah.
serves
Wait, what kind of
gnocchi,
sauce
either
is
with
that?
pomodoro sauce or with vodka
Pomodoro
sauce.
or vodka.
And if you want burrata, it will cost
And then
you
burrata will
$3
cost you
extra.
$3
They
extra.
put it in a takeout container so it's easy to eat on the go
Takeout
or
container,
standing
okay.
around with your
$10?
friends.
Okay.
Looks decent.
Would I pay 10? I would, yeah. One of the vodkas con burrata, and then one just al pomodoro. Very minimalistic in here. I like it, right? It's simple.
It's hole in the wall.
You're here for one thing. So I got the gnocchi with vodka sauce and the extra burrata, and they put a bunch of extra things on top.
Chili flakes, Parmesan, olive oil, salt, pepper. And I got the gnocchi pomodoro without burrata.
Different sauces. I have the burrata, he doesn't, so we're gonna basically try their most popular items. They are super nice in there. You know, I've noticed ever since I started doing YouTube 8 years ago, these days, if you have a phone, people really, I think, put an extra effort. They realize the value of this. I've never heard of pasta to go in a Chinese food container, you?
And this is like the first for me.
All right, let's take a few bites.
All right.
I'm definitely glad that I got the burrata. The gnocchi's not blowing me away. I don't believe that they make the gnocchi fresh there. I think the sauce they make fresh. The gnocchi, I've been told, is store-bought, so that's a little strike against it. But with the burrata and the vodka sauce, yeah, it's tasty.
I mean, I have to say, in mine, the gnocchi, I wasn't super impressed with it. A little bit mushy, I would say. The pomodoro sauce is kind of average, really. Not totally impressed with this place.
We have to grade this a bit on a curve because it's cheap and it's a to-go lunch. The idea behind this is you grab it and you go and you walk around. It's like a mobile food. So to that, I think it's good value. Would I compare it to a Carbone or like a high-end Italian spot? No, but I don't think that's what they're going for.
I'll have to say, it is very filling. One of these, you probably won't even need to eat dinner.
You think about how tough it is to get a $10 lunch, okay? That's gonna fill you up this much. I mean, it's basically all carbs. You might want to take a nap after.
Yeah, you're gonna need a toothpick after this too.
I'm quite a fan of the burrata though. I would say to splurge and add it, or if you're not super hungry, go with how Action Kid did it. Pasta to go could be like one of the new trends in New York. So we're also getting some credit for being a trendsetter. I'm ready to give my ranking. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready too.
I'm gonna go with 6.5. I think there's a value to this. You know, is it the best gnocchi you've ever had? No. Is it interesting if you want a quick lunch in the East Village to save some money? Yeah. I would come back if I was in the area and I just wanted something grab and go.
For me, I'm gonna give this a 6.8. I was wanting to give this low 7s, but I don't know, the pasta just doesn't really sit well with me. It's really something's missing for the flavor and the taste, but value is really good for 10 bucks, and that's the saving grace for this place, I would say, and it fills you up.
One of the city's most viral sandwiches right now is at this Italian sandwich shop, and this is their 5th one in New York. We got a few TikToks to look at, starting with Sophie Green.
The best sandwich in NYC.
I can already tell the bread looks really, really nice. Ooh, prosciutto. Ooh.
That's a lot of prosciutto.
This is not a sharing situation, they're warning us. All right, now we have down patty.
Dying to try this.
I like the way they wrap it. It's like kind of like a gift.
In all her glory. Wow. It smells amazing.
This guy really liked it too.
Oh,
Look
man.
how much food there is in there.
Wow, the bread kind of looks airy too. Looks like flatbread.
He just had an epiphany.
Oh my god.
He just saw God. Down patty approves. All right, well, it's our turn to see if we approve. Hey, how are you? I'd like to do a La Favolosa and then a Paradiso. Oh, dude, thank you. Let me try some. I love it.
Man, this is good. Real good. Put on a show for us. How much do you think that weighs, John?
just like half a pound of salami alone. Maybe
At least.
eating at all the famous Jewish delis in New York has numbed me a bit to spending $20 for a sandwich. Yours is 18.
Oh man, it's sticking to my wrapping paper.
This actually might be the most meat I've ever seen in a sandwich. You?
Yeah, there's a lot in there. I got the La Paradiso, mortadella, stracciatella, pistachio cream, and pistachio.
I got their classic La Favolosa, salami toscana, pecorino cream, artichoke, and spicy eggplants. All'Antico was very famous in Florence when they opened in the 90s, and tourists and locals alike would wait hours for it. Then back in 2021, they opened up their first outpost near Times Square, and now this is the 5th one. So finally, you know, they're spreading the wealth all over the city. I love it. I think it's a great idea for a sandwich chain in New York, huh?
We gotta try it, man.
It's also very impressive how they brush olive oil all over this focaccia bread. And that's gonna be important when we take that first bite. You ready?
Yeah, let's go, toast.
All right, yeah. Toast on toast. The bread was the first thing that hit me, how crunchy it was.
Oh man.
If you like salami, you're gonna be in love with this.
This is fantastic, folks. Focaccia bread is like perfect. You got that amazing mortadella. The pistachio cream hits you like right away with the stracciatella. So good.
It's extremely messy. I mean, let's be real. You know, the pecorino cream and the spicy eggplant adds a really like oily and peppery punch to this. I'm liking this a lot, and I think I'm just gonna enjoy it more with every bite.
No doubt about it.
I don't know if the salami I've had before was too processed, too cured, too something, but this one just has some subtle flavors I'm really enjoying.
And the way they do this mortadella is like so thinly sliced, like you don't even feel like it's so heavy either.
I understand why they say this isn't a sharing situation because, yeah, you could share it, but why would you want to? How would you compare this to your typical Italian-American style deli?
They will use like more commercial meats, you know. They'll put like generic condiments on it. This one, they use pistachio and stracciatella. This premium condiments.
You're right, in a way, it's making some of the Italian-American delis look bad, even though some of them are amazing as well. But I think you're going for a completely different experience. It's like comparing American pizza to Italian pizza, or like New York pizza to Neapolitan pizza. They're very different, depends what mood you're in. But I'd always be in the mood for something like this.
To be honest, I'm not even that concerned about the price with something like this.
I would be happy to spend 20 bucks on it. This is a full meal. This is like a meal and a half. I'm definitely not somebody that typically goes for salami, but I would want this salami cut up just to take it home. Forget the sandwich. This is the best salami I've ever had in my entire life. Hands down.
I mean, this is freaking good. I don't think I've ever had a sandwich like this before.
Go ahead, what are you gonna rate this?
It's getting a 9.5 for me.
Whoa.
I mean, this is pretty much as best as you can get from a sandwich. The only thing I'm knocking it out for is the price, which it is a tad bit expensive now getting there, but it's pretty much as perfect as you can get with this.
I'm gonna go 8.7. I think this is an amazing sandwich. Is it worth 20 bucks? It's worth 20 bucks if I'm in the mood for this. If I'm in the mood for this, yes. Every day, no, but it's a really, really good Italian sandwich. And I've actually been told by some of my viewers about this that pre or post show on Broadway, the Midtown location is a good spot. People call it a food wasteland, not with them around. I never thought a lunch salad spot could go viral, but this bowl is changing the game.
I finally got to try the viral New York City Australian
Wow,
Japanese
that's a
fusion
salad?
bowls. This
Looks
bowl
like an
opened up
ice
in
cream
NoHo a
sundae.
few weeks ago, straight from Bondi, and the line has been out the door
Yeah,
since.
that's one way of
These bowls
putting
are like
it.
$17. So I
Is
was
that
very
even
skeptical.
healthy anymore?
Turns
Because
out
ice
they're
cream
massive.
sundaes aren't
I don't
healthy
know what they're
in the
putting in them,
least.
but it's
I think
fun.
they're going for healthy
I got
here.
the
I think
oat
that
bowl,
is
the
one of
salmon,
the
and the
charms,
beef
like
bowl. I can't even pick a
Instagrammable
favorite
but
because I kept
healthy. I
going
didn't
back
think
and forth
it
taking
was
a bite from
possible,
each
but
one and having different
apparently it
opinions.
is.
I wish I could name half the ingredients in these bowls.
It
All I
looks
know
good
is
though. They got
these
the
people
lettuce
know what
in
they're
there.
doing.
They got
They also make low-calorie soda
croutons.
from scratch.
I don't know what
I
that
had the
is.
cucumber and Thai basil one, and it was fire. This is genuinely my new favorite salad in the entire city, and everything happens to be gluten-free. So check it out because you're missing out.
NYC, but gluten-free, likes it a lot. Let's go check it out. Action Kid and I show up, line down the block. Natural. It's like a day party vibe.
Feels like I'm on a tropical island.
They are from Australia, so I know it's like a surfer vibe. Could we get one of the OGs with salmon sashimi? And I want to do the braised beef. How long have you guys been open?
In April, mid-April, yeah. We had a soft opening for about a week, and it was phenomenal. It's just been like non-stop momentum like since then.
We have our $18 salads ready to test them out. I don't think I've ever seen a salad this big before in my life. You?
This is ridiculous. Like I said, reacting to the TikTok, it looks like an ice cream sundae.
The interior of this bowl gave me such LA vibes. I could imagine if it was in LA, Justin Bieber would be photographed by the paparazzi coming out with his $18 This Bowl. It's crazy because they've got a cult following in Australia. They have 25 locations in Sydney, 10 in Melbourne. This is the first one in New York. I think they picked the right location on the border of the village there in NoHo because that's the crowd that will spend the money on a really good, healthy meal.
This is the OG salmon sashimi. It's got kale, beets, red onion, edamame, roasted sesame dressing, seaweed salad, avocado, sansho crispy crunch, and fish roe.
I've got so many ingredients, I gotta read this. So it's braised beef, kale, cucumber, sweet potato, chili, red onion, tamari ponzu, wasabi mayo drizzle, umami nut crunch, and for an extra $1.50, I got an avocado on top because I just wanted this thing to be as decadent as possible. I also have some rice buried under here somewhere. I may get to it in the next hour. Now, I used to order all the time from the Sweet Green in Greenwich Village. This is like sweet green on crack, okay? That's the best I can say, but these actually look really good. But remember, we're also gonna be ranking this based on the price. That braised beef is a lot juicier than I was expecting.
Oh man, there is a lot going on with the salad. A lot of seaweed salad. That's like the dominant flavor that I taste in here because it's so strong, like chewy. And then you got that nice, juicy salmon. I can taste those beets, which is like very bold and earthy, and the avocado also. I'm tasting like everything from the earth in one bite here.
Sometimes you put too many ingredients into something and it just overpowers it, but in this case, I'm not getting that at all. For the money, how much sashimi do you have in there? Salmon sashimi.
Let's see, like 8 to 10 cubes in total.
My question is who would order this for lunch? Because you're gonna wanna take a huge nap after. Like,
you could split this with someone easily. It's like,
actually might be a decent split. That may be the way to play this. I'm really torn because I'm enjoying this so much, but I also realize I almost spent $20 on a to-go salad.
I mean, you split it, it's $10. Too bad you can't order half a salad and pay half as much.
We're also filming this at a beautiful hidden Japanese garden in Greenwich Village that I used to come to all the time when I lived here. Let me know in the comments if you know where this is. The braised beef, it's got good flavor, little kick, little spicy. I'm a huge fan of sweet potatoes. These knocked it out of the park, the sweet potatoes here. Action could go first. I have my number, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm giving this a 7.9. I really wanted to give it an 8, but the price doesn't justify this salad. Plus, I was counting the salmon cubes. I was like, nah, that's not enough for an 8. There's like...
You need like 5 more pieces for an 8.
I know, but on the other hand, very, very tasty. The ingredients are so fresh and they do give you a lot.
I'll say they're ahead of the game in pricing because I'm sure Sweet Green will be $18 in a few years anyway. That being said, by 2024 standards, factoring in the $18 price for this, I'm giving it almost the same as you, 7.8. The salad's great. Maybe not the best salad I've ever had in my entire life, but considering it's a to-go salad and they clearly put a lot of effort into this, it's amazing. If the price was lower, I think it'd be closer to a 9. I also think if we're just looking at presentation and how Instagrammable and unique it is, there would be like a 10.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you don't see salads that look like this. It's good.
If it wasn't for the price, this will easily be in the 8s for sure.
I finally found the sushi rice. It took me about 10 minutes. Lafayette Grand Café and Bakery has the most viral pastry in New York, which has been known to sell out fast. We're gonna check out DeVito food reviews to get hyped up for this.
$10 for a
$10.
pastry like that.
But $10.
That thing's oozing out, look at that.
I know.
Pistachio.
Oh, he's opening it up now.
And that right there is
Oh, man.
That's why it's viral.
Oh.
That's why it's viral.
It just got all over his hands.
That's why it's viral.
Oh my god.
He looks like he's enjoying it.
It's almost like
He's having a moment.
pistachio gelato. I feel like
like a pistachio gelato. All right. I'm pumped. You?
I think he's feeding the ground more than himself.
Hopefully we'll do a little better. Yeah. Love the presentation. It's like you're bringing a nice treat home for your significant other. And they told me that they make 800 or 900 a day of these because they were so popular and they still sell out on weekends. They said they have batches at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, but during the week you'd probably be okay. And I'm imagining this is gonna be extremely messy. That's like the theme of this video. Just everything is super messy, super gooey, super Instagrammable, super TikTokable, whatever. All right, I'm going straight for the chocolate, like right here. I am a chocolate lover, and that glob of chocolate there was amazing. The croissant combined with a cream filling in the middle, it's just this soothing taste I can't explain. Like I know they're an upscale French bakery, and I know that it's a 3-day process to make each of these supreme croissants, but wow, this is really blowing me away. I have not had a dessert that's impressed me this much in a while.
So I already ripped mine open. This got this glob of pistachio here with actual pistachio nuts, and we've got the cream. Let me try the glob first. Oh my gosh, it has premium pistachio there, and that croissant oven baked. I don't think there's gonna be a way for me to eat this cream without it getting all over my face.
I say just do it. I say just do it.
All right, we'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Man, there's so much pistachio cream in here.
American indulgence meets a French bakery. Best way to describe it.
It's darn good.
There's about 4 tables outside. Like everybody here is just filming their food, eating these supreme croissants. They're geniuses the way they set this up. I got a number. You got a number too?
Yeah, I got a number.
I'm going with 9.3. I am a dessert person. You know, maybe I'm skewed a little bit by that. I'm a big sweets person, but you can impress me with a dessert like this. I could see why they were selling out. 100% coming back ASAP.
I'm giving this an 8.5. I mean, it is a really good croissant and a pistachio cream. I'm just really docking it on the price and the price alone. If I could say anything also, perhaps the messiness of this thing.
Come on, you're really docking it for being messy?
Yeah.
Some of the best food in the world is messy.
That's true.
I knew we were going to disagree on something here. So we got to look back at our ratings. My scale today was Gnocchi on 9th was last, 6.5. ThisBowl 7.8. Bel-Fries 8.1. Al Antico 8.7. And then Lafayette 9.3. And then Action Kids ratings, Gnocchi on 9th, 6.8. ThisBowl 7.9. Lafayette 8.5. Bel-Fries 9. Al Antico 9.5. So you like the pistachio better in the Italian sandwich and on dessert, which is interesting.
That's right.
What do you think all these places have in common?
A lot of them are Instagrammable. They have a great presentation.
Yeah.
The foods that they do it differently than other places too. Like the Italian sandwich wasn't so salty. They don't use the usual condiments. This pistachio croissant, they bake for 3 days.
Knowing if places are worth your time is hard enough, and in this video, we rank the most famous restaurants in New York and tell you if they're overhyped or not. Watch this next.